Hey Grit team, this is Samantha Brown, a new member of your leadership council. Diamond, it's still weird to say, I don't believe it. I think that's actually the first time I've said that I'm part of the leadership council out loud, so it's kind of weird. But today's tip from the top is going to be, I altered the schedule a little bit, and it's going to be on time management today, which is ironically something that I really need to work on myself. So it's going to be me practicing what I preach. So this is going to be good. So I don't know if some of you don't know my background, but when I started this business last July, I had 2 jobs and was a full-time student as well. So I had not that much time, and the time that I did have, I did not want to be out selling things, so I was very hesitant to start the business because I didn't think that time was something that I had, but I made time for it, and it wasn't much time, and I just worked it into my normal life, just like everybody else does, and in that, slowly, working on it every day, led me to a position to where, right now, I'm actually quitting one of my jobs, my full-time job, and I'm going to be taking more classes at school because I have the time now. Hold on a second. My dog's outside now. He's barking. Hold on. Come on, boy. Get in here. Sorry about that. So, time management. Real big thing. So now that I am going to be having more free time, I really need to learn to, before when you didn't have much time, it was any free time that you had to work on it. So it was really almost kind of easy to make it happen when you had less time. Now that I have more time, I have more time to do other things too. And I found this tip last night, and I think it's something that I really wanted to share with you guys. So let's get started. So this is something called the Rule of 5. I found this, I was on Ashley Sinclair's, if you don't know her, she's amazing, look her up. I was on her YouTube channel and I was just watching videos. So like I said about, my time management, I like to sleep. I sleep a lot, but I also stay up very late. So the time that I sleep in during the night, I make up for it in the wee hours of the morning when I'm still awake, sending out messages, following up with people, self-developing at 4 in the morning. So this is something that I discovered last night that I thought was really cool. So this is the Rule of 5. This is just kind of a starter. People may need to adjust it depending on, where you are and the day-to-day life that you have. This is just a good base to start at. So the Rule of 5, the first one on here is grateful. Come up with 5 things that you are grateful for, because if you're just out saying I want, I need, this is what I don't have, this is what I don't have, it's going to be a lot harder to obtain those things than, appreciating the things that you're grateful for now will attract greater things for you in the future. So it's a great way to start your day. Just think of 5 things that you have right now that you are so thankful that you have. That's a good way to just start the day feeling on a positive note. I love that. I thought that was awesome. Second thing is encouragement. So find 5 people that you want to encourage, because being an encourager is so amazing. People love a pat on the back. When you're at work and your boss tells you good job, that feels good. You're at school and your teacher says you did a really good job on this test, that feels awesome. It's really nice to be recognized for something. This doesn't necessarily have to be people on your team or your upline or, anybody in the works business. It could be a friend. It could be, someone in your family. It could be just someone on the street that you don't even know. Encourage them in some sort of way. Give them a compliment. Make them feel good about themselves. And I promise you, it'll come back around and, you're going to be encouraged as well. So I think that is amazing. So then down here, there's 5 spots for personally enrolled distributors. You want to follow up with 5 of your distributors every day. I mean, if you get to a point where you have a lot of distributors, it's hard to follow up with every single one of them every day. Let's be real. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. So you can't load yourself up and just drown yourself. Pick 5 people, 5 distributors that you've signed up, 5 that are on your team. Follow up with them, see what their plans are, see if they have, any potential distributors, any potential customers coming in, see how they're doing on their, whatever it may be. Just follow up with your distributors, see how they're doing, see what their goals are, see if they have any leads, see if they have any questions. You just always have to be there for that person. Number 4 is following up with personally enrolled loyal customers. Our customers are everything in our business, and if you don't know that by now, shame on you. If we don't have any customers, we don't have any money, we don't have any business, we don't have anything. So follow up with your customers. You don't just, convince them to be a loyal customer and then abandon them forever, because, what if they're not using their product right? What if that product that they chose is not something that they need in their life? And, we have 30 products. There is something out there that could help them do whatever it is that they need to achieve, or, reach some sort of a goal, or, help them, overcome some sort of a health, deficit, or whatever it may be. Follow up with that person. They're spending money and they're putting their trust into you to guide them. And if you just abandon them, they're not gonna stick around for very long, and they're not gonna come back. And and I know for a fact that we have tons of products that people swear by and they live by and they will not go without. So make sure that your customers find those, those products that they want, and, they'll never leave you. So let's see. Next thing down here is distributor prospects. So reach out to 5 people who maybe you haven't talked to about the company yet. Reach out to 5 people who you think would be amazing on your team, who you think would do amazing in this kind of business, somebody who you think needs it. One thing that Ashley said in her training video that I was watching last night was, reach out to a friend and say, you know what, every day I think about who my dream team would be, who I would absolutely love to work with every day, day in, day out. And your face always comes to my head. Like, your name is always first on my list. What can I do, to, talk to you a little bit more about what we have? Is there any way I can send you a little bit more information? Don't bombard them and be like, you need to join my team. I need you. I need you. I need this. I need that. It's all about them. It's not about you. It's about them. So make sure that they feel wanted, and that they know that you would really, 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 you just think that they would be fantastic. So follow up with 5 people. Don't go out and spam your entire friends list. Don't go out there and ask somebody to be on your team if you're just looking for people and you don't actually want that specific person. People want to be wanted, and they don't just want to be, 1 in a million that are, just reeled in. So follow up with or contact some prospects for distributor, and also loyal customer prospects, people you think could use any of our products. Say somebody that is balding and they want their hair to grow back, and you've never approached them before and they've never said anything to you about it before, but reach out to them. Just be like, hey, I'm not sure if you knew, but we have something that can grow your hair out, and it's only $33 a month. It's super awesome. I know you would love it. Let me know what you think, and I can send you a little more information. Like I said, again, don't bombard them. Just kind of reach out to them and say that you were thinking about them in one specific way, when something came to your mind. Another thing is to get prospects or follow up with loyal customer prospects is on Facebook. Whenever you post something and you have a like, follow up with that like. Every like is a lead. Again, don't bombard them. Don't be like, you need to buy this. If you post a picture of greens and someone likes it, be like, you ready to buy greens? They're $33. No, just reach out to them and say, hey, I see that you liked my picture. I really appreciate the encouragement. Thank you for supporting me. If you have any questions on the products, or if you ever want to try something, just let me know. I'm always available. just put it out there. Appreciate them. Thank them for, putting their like out there on the market. You know what I mean? Like, people won't like something unless they actually do. And when they put their like out there, everyone in the world can see that they like that. So, they're supporting you, and that's awesome. So definitely don't let that go unnoticed. A, thank them, and B, let them know that if they want to try anything, that you are only a phone call away. Then the next part down here is kind of subjective. You can make this, you can change it to what you want it to be. So it's just kind of a quick checklist. So post on Facebook and Instagram. You should be doing that daily. 10 times a day daily. That was a bad word. But make sure you post on Facebook. That's how you're getting it out there. Just don't go a day without not posting, because that one post that someone sees could hit them the exact way that they need it one day, and that'll be the straw on the camel's back that they're just like, all right, I'm in. Like, I've been watching for months and months and months, and I've never, I wanted to ask, but today, like, I saw that post and that really spoke to me. So that's going to be, the day that they finally approach you. So post on Facebook. You just put a check right there. Hand out 5 Blitz cards. You want to get your name out there. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter what you're doing that day. Put your card out there. Get people's attention. Even if they aren't interested right now, they might put it in their purse and forget about it, and then 2 months later when they're cleaning out their bag, because I know that's what I do, you find a bunch of stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about these wraps, and they follow up with you. Or they could give it to their friend. I blitzed a man outside the library the other day, and the next morning I woke up to a phone call. It was his sister calling me, and she was so excited. So just, you never know who's gonna be interested. So put your card out there. Just do it. It might be nerve-wracking, but just do it. What is this? I can't read. Read 10 pages. Self-development is really big. I just started reading my first self-development book. It's really awesome. It's called The Secret. And I mean, I say read, but I actually mean like listening on YouTube. I'm not much of a huge reader. But just listening to it, I just put it on. It says read 10 pages. I put it on before I go to bed or when I wake up in the morning, and I just listen to it for 10 minutes. If it's in the shower, like I've been putting it on while I'm in the shower, and I just listen to it, and it's awesome. The one that I'm reading is called The Secret, and it is incredible. Like, honestly, I would definitely recommend it. There are tons and tons and tons of books out there that you can look into for self-development and for building your network marketing. There's endless options. Find one, go on YouTube. You don't even have to go to the library to rent it. You can just listen to it on YouTube. That's how easy it is nowadays. So definitely do that, because the more that you build a relationship with yourself, the better your relationships are going to be with others, with the people on your team, with your customers, with your friends, with your family, with, your coworkers. Everything. It's just going to be so much better, and you really need that. Get 5 no's. This is my new favorite. If you haven't heard the go for no concept, you need to. Especially in the industry that we're in, with the network that we have, the products that we have. They're too good to be true. A lot of times people will think you're crazy and they won't believe what you actually have. And you're going to hear that word a lot, no. People are going to tell you no all day long. And if you take that no to heart and you go home and you cry about it and you say, this guy told me no, or my sister told me I'm crazy and said no, and you're going to let that get to you, you're not going to go anywhere with this, because people are haters and they're doubters and they're non-believers, and it's up to us to get over it and to say that those people don't matter, because they don't know what they're talking about, because we know that it works, and we know that there are like a bazillion customers that will say the same thing. So go for no. Don't let that no stop you. You should go out and find those people who are going to tell you no, because if you just go out and hand out 5 Blitz cards and you're like, yay, I did my Blitz cards for the day, that's cool, that's great. But if you go out and go for 5 no's, you could get 20 yeses. If you're going out and you're like, I want 5 people to tell me no today, and you're going out and you blitz 10 people and not one of them tells you no, you're not going to stop there because you're going to go for no. You need that no before you go home. There's an awesome story of a woman who decided she needed 10 no's a day. And she went, she had gone out all day, whatever. She had 9 no's, and she needed one more no before the end of the day. Before she was able to be like okay with it. So she has a neighbor across the street who's like a very rich doctor, and she goes over to his house and asks him, about the business that she has, and she thought for a fact that he would be the last no. She thought that he would not be interested at all and just completely dismiss her, and she was prepared for that. She was ready for it, and she was looking for it. She went over to her neighbor's house, and he was all in, completely all in. And that one person, took her to make millions and millions of dollars. And all because she went for that no. If she just settled for her 9 no's and was like, I did good enough for the day. That's fine for me. I'm going to throw in the towel. That's cool. I'm going to bed. She wouldn't have gotten that last person, which is really incredible because you never know who out there in your life could make you a bazillionaire. So get 5 no's, or, like I said, this is all adjustable. You can change it to what you want it to be, but 5 is a good number because it is the rule of 5. And then the last one I just did your choice. There's a lot of different things that you could do throughout the day. There's daily devotions that you could do, or, anything that you want to do personally. So I kind of left that as like a mystery card, like a miscellaneous whatever. And then, of course, a to-do list. Every day, time management, you want to make sure you get something done on, throughout the day, whether it has to do with your business or whether it does not have to do with it. Just make sure you get it done. So this is awesome because it's something that you can write down every day, and even if you're super, super busy and you've got 10 jobs and you've got 10 kids, just keep this with you, and when you have 5 or 10 minutes in the day where you're not doing anything, you're waiting in line, or, you're whatever the case may be, if you have a little extra time, get a couple of these things done, like instead of just coming home and turning on the TV, follow up with some leads, follow up with some prospects, like make it happen. In this industry, having no time is no excuse, and I know you've heard that probably 1,000 times. But I can be proof that I had 2 other jobs, and I was a student, and I had a social life of some sort. But it didn't stop me, and it pushed me to make it happen even more. Now that I have more time on my hands, I'm going to make sure that I definitely start doing something like this to make sure that I don't get too sidetracked with the rest of my life and don't get it done. So this is kind of my tip from the top for today on time management. And like I said, it's something that I need to work on too. So I'm really excited about this, and I hope you guys are too. This is all handwritten, and I'm gonna plan on typing it up for you guys, and we'll put it in the files part of the G.R.I.T group so that you guys can print them out and have them with you all day long. So thanks for listening, guys. I hope I didn't bumble around like too much of an idiot, but I'll see you around. You guys have an awesome Thursday.